Welcome back, everybody. All right, so come here to check some bins, and we've found one that's ready. So you know what time it is, right? It's time to recover some castings. So we're gonna do it the way I do it. So let's do it. I will be putting a sped up version of this, though, right? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'll put a sped up version of this on here next, and then that way, the ones that don't want to go through it, they can watch that one if you want to, and then that way everybody's happy, right? That's what we're after, right? Everybody happy? Yeah. So yeah. Only keep everybody happy. Yeah, I was gonna feed it, and I opened it up and went to fluff it, and it went, and I was like, nah, it's about time to clean it out. So that's what we're gonna do with it. And it's got cocoons in it, that's good, and it's got hatchlings in it too, and that's even better. So we'll be taking this stuff over and letting it dry out, and we'll get the cocoons, the hatchlings out, let the cocoons hatch, and we'll be in good shape. So I got started, and I was like, you know what, I guess I'll make a video. So I just, all I did was just fluff it while I was fluffing it, and then I just shoved it all back there. So y'all didn't miss much of anything. So, just so you know. There. I hate chasing them. Oh, I hate chasing them. Hope everybody's having a good week. Mine's going okay. Made a couple repairs here at the house, and trying to set up a couple of jobs. Yeah. Whole life, every day. Regular. This is number 5. This is the forbidden food bin. Which it was an older bin when we fed it the peppers anyway. So it wasn't like it was a fresh bed. So it's come around this time. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean it and get down. Do a little quick reset. It's been busy around here though. I tell you that. I've been grinding food, and been blending. We blended up 5 gallons of food the other night, and been making bedding. We got, I don't even know how many pounds of bedding I just made up earlier. So yeah, it's been work time around here a little bit, trying to make sure the babies is happy. So I seen one in here. I don't know where it went. Oh, magic trick. There you are. Go in and sit down. Fit to get into them now. I'll get all the juveniles and hatchlings I can get, but like I said, I ain't got that much time. I ain't gonna sit here and do this nitpicking. If I was gonna do that, I'd be picking cocoons out too, I reckon. No. So we got a bait cup to pull too. I baited that Hatchling bin, or Hatchling bin basically is where we cleaned out castings last time. There's another bin over here, and the one I did the banana trick with last time. I baited them again. I slid them another banana, see if they can't resist that banana, you see. So I went on and suckered them in. So I made a little bit. Well, I used the bait cup this time. I made a couple little adjustments to it. I did put some extra holes in it, but I already had a bait cup. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. You don't really. I don't know. It's not real big of a. I don't know. Not real big of a difference. You go in and just scoop them up and take out the bait spot and everything around it. Just going underneath it and get it and bring it up and go blap, and you got whatever you're gonna get with a bait cup anyway. And that's the same thing you do with a bait cup. I mean, if you take a bait cup out, if you don't go around the area you got the bait cup sitting in, the dirt or bedding or castings or whatever that's touching the cup, if you don't get that area within an inch around that cup and underneath it, you missed a whole bunch of them, because there's a bunch of them that haven't made it in there, or have made it in, or decided not to go in. They're just eating off of the juice and everything that's coming out of the cup. So, you got to do that anyway. So I just circumvented the bait cup and just threw it in there. He brought everything out in one big handful or two. So, you can do it however you want to do it. There's 1,000 different ways to do it. If you ain't got a bait cup, you can make your bait cup. Real simple. I've got, let's see. I've got this little pointy thing here. And I will take and heat that up with a torch. I'll get the tip of it red hot. I'll take a little cup like this, or just an old Wendy's cup or something, a little plastic cup. I go around, poke holes in it. When it cools off, I heat it back up with the torch. I go around, poke some more holes in it. And enough holes poked in it where I feel like I can get enough worms in there, and you got a bait cup. I don't put them all the way down to the bottom. I bring it up about an inch off the bottom, or half inch off the bottom. And I put bedding in the bottom. I put the banana in the middle. I put more bedding on top of it, fresh bedding. I water it really good, and I put it in. Usually I water it when I put it in, and that way it's nice and juicy and wet around the cup, right there in the middle of the bin. And they'll come to it, get in it, and go in there and snatch it up, bloop, dump it out, scrape it, throw it in there, whatever. Get as many as you can on that first run, and you keep doing that until you don't have any there, or not enough to worry about at least, and then we call that being finished. So, yeah. Here we go. Fitting to get into a mess 'em. Yeah. Fitting to be a mess of worms. The cocoon turnout's really good though. I'm liking it. It's definitely looking good, so that's always a good sign. We got cocoons, hatchlings, everything in here, so that's even better. All I'm gonna do is I made up some bedding. I added up a little. It's done a little different than usual. The bedding this time is basically a 3-part bedding system. It's 1/3 leaf compost sifted, 1/3 grass clipping compost from my compost pile, and then 1/3 shredded leaves. And then I throw it in about a bag of, or probably 2 full coffee filters from Waffle House. So yeah, we got coffee grounds in it, and that's pretty much it. And it made up a decent little bin full of bedding. Enough to do a couple resets with. Come here, where'd you come? Get in there. So, yeah. If you're gonna jump out here, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take you and put you in there. So. And there you getting a good size. That's a pretty good size little hatchling. So definitely getting into the size range that we want. So yeah, definitely cool. There's a cocoon, there's a cocoon, there's a cocoon. They're all burgundy. So it won't be long. There's a burgundy cocoon right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just right there. So yeah. Definitely won't be missing out on some new hatchlings coming in. And that's good. And that's what this bin is. It's a breeder bin. So and I've let them breed, and like I said, they've hatched. There's another little hatchling coming in, so you know. Yeah, I'm alright with that. We should be okay with recording now. You know, I got us a new little tripod, and we're trying it out. It's okay for this. I don't think it's gonna be any good for the other stuff, but I think I'll use the other one. I bought two just because I figured I might want to set up sound stage number 2, right? I'm going to have that just set up, and then all I gotta do is pop the camera in there and start recording. So anyway, so I went on and bought it, and I think it's gonna work out better for the other shots. But we did go and get us some micro SD card, so that should improve our memory. We shouldn't run into that technical stuff we ran into before where I didn't have enough space to record. So yeah. We should be alright, I guess. Alright. I'll keep a track on this. Come here. What you doing in there? Because you popped your head up. Alright, let's see what we got. Here we go. Getting in them now. Yeah, the other little tripod I had, it took a dump on me. Let me see, where's that? Yeah, here's here's the leg. Had the telescopic leg broke off of it, and yeah, we're done with that one. And I can't complain. $15, and that thing's probably, I don't even know, probably 10, 15 years old, probably. So I was really shocked I was able to go get a replacement tripod for $14.97 or whatever it was. And it really shocked me. I figured it was going to cost me about $25. It was going to be the new price for a cheap tripod, but it wasn't. I was shocked. I was able to get another one for the same price. So, and that one's been strapped on a kayak, been rolled over. I got a video of me rolling it at the beach, coming in on the surf, and got tail pushed by a wave and got rolled over. And I turned it upside down, knocked the camera off of the tripod off of the kayak, because the water wasn't but about a foot deep. And but the tip of it had still, I run a 12-foot Potomac, and the front end hadn't run ashore, and so when it got it, it twisted me and rolled me. But it was shallow enough that when the kayak rolled over, it hit the sand and drug the thing off. It's been a tough one. I mean, I've rolled several times in that thing. We jumped dams and stuff during flood stage and stuff like that. I've jumped and go down tunnels. I've got a tunnel video where we go through a tunnel over the golf course down the road here, and it's got a little tunnel to go like a portage kind of around the dam, but it's a tunnel that you got to go through. It's pretty cool too. So I've rolled in it, and yeah, like I said, we've been through some crazy stuff, and that thing's been with me the whole time. I was kind of saddened about it, but it's okay. Been on many camping trips and a whole bunch of other stuff. Car shows, I've used it like a handheld. A lot of car shows and stuff like that. I used to put it in my rat rod I got and telescopic up and strap it to the dash and let it look out the front window and stuff like that. So, yeah, I got my money's worth out of it, I believe. Alright, we're getting there now, ladies and gentlemen. I believe so. I'm not too interested in the weight. I doubt I'll even weigh them. We're just gonna, I might clean them up a little bit, but other than that, I doubt I'm gonna weigh them. So just clean them up enough to make a nice, pretty shot. I'm going down in the new bedding. So, with the new SD card, I'm hoping that we'll be able to actually do some time lapse. So that's gonna be something we're gonna be messing around with in the next week or so. I'm fixing to build me a time lapse box and get that set up and try it out, I guess. So we'll just we'll be good on that. I got another bin over here I need to clean out anyway, and I guess those are the worms I'm gonna use in the time lapse video. When after I get done, see, I can take it and I can dump them back in the bin or somewhere. I'll put them in a new home, whatever. After I get done with the time lapse video, so. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that though. Like I said, we got the memory card now, and I don't think I'm gonna have to fight. Because before, when I would hit record on this thing, it would come up and tell me how much time I had left before I even started recording. It would be like, you only have 58 minutes left or something like that. So. I can't remember who it was. I think it's For the Love of Worms, I think it was, asked me the other day. It might have been Gardening with Barchuck, and I can't remember. Anyway, I told you I'm suck with names and can't remember nothing. So, I get CRS. But, somebody asked us, what was my plans? Was it just to grow a bunch of worms? And I was like, no, I'm going to grow a worm army and take over the world. But, no, we're just doing it for the castings and the therapy, I guess, too. I don't know. But I don't have an end game. I don't have a goal. That way, if you don't have a goal, right? And some people might be like, well, that's a bad thing. No. If you don't have a goal, guess what? I can do anything I want to do. I can run it however I want to run it. So, therefore, I'm not putting any expectations on anything. And so, yeah, basically, I'm making worms right now. I got all the bins and stuff, and yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger, and the whole 9 yards. And my dad's talking about maybe wanting to sell some castings, and I'm okay with that. I mean, they're starting to pile up around here too, so, you know, we tilled in, I don't even know how many castings it was. I don't remember now. It's probably 30 gallons of castings or more into the garden. It was more than that. So, yeah, them things were more than 5 gallons. So, anyway, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. So, I haven't used all the castings I need this year in my garden just about. But I still got 100 pounds sitting over here. And the 30 pounds that we took out the other day is still being worked. So, yeah. Yeah, we still got plenty of castings. We got more castings right now. So, yeah, we just took another 5 gallons out the other night, and it's another bin or two on the end down there that probably needs to be done up a little bit. So it's always rotating, you know. I always got a bin coming up. So always something needs to be fed. I guess that's one reason why I'm able to make a video about it. Anytime I want to pop up in here, I can make a video. I guess that's how we wind up with 100 and some videos in, 3 months? So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's how it is. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm making castings and we're using them and we're getting rid of food scraps and that kind of thing, and that's a good part of it too. And so I don't have an end goal. No, I don't. I don't know what the end's gonna be yet. But if I did, I'd tell you. But I don't really, honestly. I'll be truthful with you. I wouldn't lie to you anyway. It's not been determined yet on what the end game's gonna be. Having too much fun now just doing this. So, but just the castings really is all I'm after, and the worms they just come naturally though. That's the thing. You can't have worms and do it halfway right and not wind up with more worms. So I learned that a long time ago. We started off with none twice, and I mean, so you gotta be special to not have worms if you've got worms. If you've got worms, you would have more worms. So, and eventually you should wind up with too many worms, even if that exists. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but you can just keep getting bigger. They'll regulate. They'll get themselves however they want to get them anyway. If I didn't mess with these things and didn't split them off like I split them off and stuff like that, and try to push them to make more, I'd have the same amount. They would regulate themselves out. If I just chucked them over in the big bin over there and let them be, then they would eventually slow down on making cocoons and they would slow down on everything. So, but this is all designed to do exactly what it's doing, make tons of castings and tons of babies. So, and then I can get my army. I got to start training them how to take over the world. And then we'll be in good shape. We're going to start here in America first, so we can fix some of the issues around here. So, yeah. And then we may move on to other countries. But anyway, but yeah, so that's really what I'm doing. I'm just having fun and chilling. This is my therapy. I come out here and relax and talk to y'all, and I talk to the worms, and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, what time is it? Oh yeah, okay, so look, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't forget to do that. All right, back to what we were doing. So, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're about done. Yay! What are you doing? Pop your head up. You can come over here then. I'm liking it. How much is in there? Pretty good lick. Let's take this little handful with us. All right. So it's see what you doing? You hiding on the wall? You hiding on the wall? What are y'all doing? Or is it just one of you? Yeah. Get in there. Okay. I'm okay. I'll call it good. Boop. All right, now. And if you're new here or whatever, and you're just coming in and you're trying to learn and this or that, we're leaving this in here, okay? Those are finished castings. They have the microorganisms in them that we need, and this does too. And so we'll leave these castings in here and put our new bedding in, mix it all good together good, and then that'll get us inoculated, and that'll help kick off the microbes into the fresh bedding. So that's what we're doing if you're new here. Everybody else is here, you probably already know. So, all right, we're going to do the flip and snatch and grab is what we're going to do. We'll let them run down to the bottom as far as we can. We'll flip them up, flip them over, and then we'll grab them up and put them back in and try to pull off a little bit more of this castings that's on them so we get a nice, good view of what we're dealing with on just the worms. So, yeah. Like that, and then we're gonna reach over here like this and do like that, and it's okay if a little bit goes in there. And it's okay, it's alright, it's okay, it's alright. And then we get the little tool out here, like this. Yeah. Couple more volunteers here. Now, we didn't leave anybody behind because this is all staying in here anyway, so. Yeah. Alright, we'll put them over here like that. And like this. And like that. Like that. Got some fresh bedding for them. Make them have a new home. Get you some of that. Oh. Bam. All right, there we go. Don't it look good? I think it does. You do too, don't you? That's right. All right, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Ain't that sexy? That's beautiful. Beautiful. I let these sticks come on through. I don't get real crazy with it anyway. Just all right, the little sticks they ain't gonna bother me much. They ain't gonna bother them none. So that's what's even better. So we'll do that, and they'll have plenty of stuff. A little bit of aeration. Try to keep it packing down too much anyway. So you know, and we'll do a little short this time. I think on the agua because I don't think we put the 5 in there. So we'll do 3/4 of a quart to start with, and we'll just go from there. See how that turns out. If it ain't enough, we'll put some more. All right. Now see, now we're mixing in the old castings that was down there in the bottom. You see. Plus this stuff, I mean, it come out the woods. It come off the ground. Everything in here is pretty good as it is, but. Last time I run one of these up like this, it seemed like it was dry. And I don't know, I don't like dry. Like I said, it's got coffee grounds, compost, leaf compost, and shredded leaves. And yeah, so. And I mean, it smells awesome. I mean, it's boom. I mean, it's ready. And it smells great. Now we cook off the leaf compost and stuff, and when we cook it off, man, I swear it almost smells like cooking brownies or something. So anyway, yeah, I like it, and they love it. You'll like it too. That's right. All right, don't that look good? That's about what you want. Just a little, it might be a little dry. Might be a little dry. What do you think? Think it's a little dry? Let's do a splash. Huh? You alright? You gonna be mad, are you? Yeah, a little more. There we go. All right. We'll keep a check on it. We'll get ready to feed them. Be a couple of days. I don't feed them when I first set them. I let them go in. They got plenty to eat anyway. Trust me. So we don't rush to feed. I got to look in bin number 9. We started bin number 9. I don't even remember when we started it, right? But guess what? Bin number 9 ain't been fed. And they're doing just fine. I went in there, they was having a party or something. I don't know what they're doing, but anyway. But yeah, they were just fine. So guess what? I'm gonna leave them be. I don't even think I'm gonna feed bin number 9. I think I'm gonna just leave bin number 9 like it is. I tell you what, I might give them some compost or something. I don't think I'm gonna feed them any blended food scraps. So yeah, I think we'll just leave bin number 9 as the not fed bin. So anyway, here we go. Watch this. Ain't this gonna be beautiful? Bam! Bam! There we go. One reset. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Go shoot. Shoot. Like that. Get off of me. Look at that. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the end of that. And that's the magic to that. So everybody knows how to reset a bin once again, but that's a breeder bin redid. And then we got, I don't know, about a half a 5-gallon bucket of castings over here. So we're good with that too. And so, yeah, I think it looks great. I think we did a fine job. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with the old man down here playing with his worms. Battling himself. Oh yeah. And so yeah, that's awesome right there. We got about a half a bucket. And we do another one. We'll have a full 5-gallon bucket at least of castings again. So that'll work out real good. I'm tickled to death about that, ain't you? I am. You are too. Alright. So yeah, there she is. Almost let that run. We'll speed it up. I won't drag y'all way to the end. Alright, well that's it. Everybody gone down. Enough for me watching worms go down the ground. So look, appreciate every single one of you. You all matter. You all count, no matter what anybody says. So listen, do me a favor. You know what to do. Hit the thing, leave the ding, with the bang, like, subscribe, leave us a comment. And much love to everybody. We appreciate everybody coming and all the support. All the comments, everybody hanging out like the family. So, yeah, you know what it is then, right? That's right. And we'll see you on the next one.